How to play Wiser Ball. World Wiser Sport Committee is the highest level and leading organization of the Wiser sport in the world. First-term personnel of World Wiser Sport Committee were solemnly inaugurated at a ceremony held on March 2, 2013, at the headquarters of World Wiser Sport Committee in California, USA. This committee has produced this tutorial for the purpose of bringing the Wiser sport to the whole world. We have used simple explanations to help people learn and be able to play Wiser within the shortest possible time. We will show an animated movie of a simulated game. As the game is progressing, the basic rules of the Wiser game will be described and explained to you. Please note that the ball numbers mentioned in this simulated game are just examples. They are used to facilitate explaining the rules. In a real game, there is no need to play the balls in the same order as the ball numbers are played in this tutorial. A ball with any number can be played at any time. Balls and basic equipment required for the game. Number 1. We will first introduce the balls used in the Wiser game. Each ball has a diameter of about 90 millimeters and weighs about 168 grams. The Wiser game can be played in 3 ways. Team competition. The game is played by 14 players and requires 14 balls, with 7 red balls and 7 white balls. The balls of each color are numbered from 1 to 7. Single-player competition. Each side has 1 player. The player controls and plays 5 balls. A total of 10 balls are used. Double competition. Each of the 2 teams has 2 players, and each team plays 6 balls. Number 2. Next are the flags used in the Wiser game. 10 yellow flags and 10 red flags are required. The shape and size of each flag is shown in this diagram. The shape of a flag is an equilateral triangle. The length of a flag is 1 foot. When inserting a flag into the ground, the pole of the flag should be 2 feet above the ground. Number 3. Then, a rope that is 12 meters long is needed to use as the center line. Standard playing field of an official game. The field for Wiser games can be with grass or without grass. The grass can be tall or short. The field can have an uneven surface and can have randomly scattered rocks and stones. It can also be a slanted hill or an irregularly shaped field. It can even be an indoor environment. In general, the playing area of a Wiser game has no size limitations and can be selected based on whatever landscape is available. It can be as large as a golf course or as small as an indoor room. Whatever obstacles that already exist in the playing area may remain and be used in the game. Steps of setting up the game playing field. Step 1. Set the center line. The center line is set by laying a rope with a length of 12 meters. Step 2. Set the serving lines of the 2 opposing teams. The serving line of each team shall be 12 meters away from the center line. Each serving line is also 12 meters long. Standing positions of players before the game. The rules of the Wiser game are explained using an animated movie of a simulated team competition game. However, these rules are applicable to single-player or double-player games as well. The two opposing teams of a Wiser game are the red team and the white team. In team competitions, each team has 7 players. Each player uses one ball with his or her player number on it. When practicing, a team may have fewer than 7 players. In a team game, players of each team stand on the team's serving line. The team's captain is always player number 1 and stands at the center of the line. 3 players stand at each side of the captain. From the position that is closest to the referee, the order of players is 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6, 7. If player number 1, the team's captain, is eliminated from the game, then player number 2 will become the succeeding captain based upon the order of ball numbers. When player number 2 is eliminated, then player number 3 will be the successor, and so on. This is the order to be followed in all situations. At the start of the game, all balls are contesting balls. Players have the right to use such balls to launch attacks. How to serve the balls and set up the balls' positions. The order of serving between the two teams shall be determined by the drawing of lots. In this case, the white team has won the drawing and will serve first. The red team will serve next. The two teams will serve alternatively until all balls have been served. Within a team, the order of serving does not have to follow the order of ball numbers. There is no fixed direction, path, or distance for serving a ball. A ball can be served anywhere within the entire playing field. However, a team has to serve a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 5 balls beyond the center line. Otherwise, the serve will be disqualified. When serving, if the ball being served hits any ball of the opposing team or the player's own team, the serving will be regarded as invalid. The ball that got hit will be placed back to its original position. Then the player serving the ball will take back his or her own ball and serve again. Now you see that the balls have all been served. The white team has 2 balls past the center line, and the red team has 3 balls past the center line. So, both teams met the requirements in their serves. After serving the ball, each player stands next to his or her own ball and is ready to contest. Once the game starts, the referee's position will move as he or she follows the ball. Because the white team won the drawing and served first, now the white team also attacks the red team first. The time limit is 1 minute for each team to discuss strategies. Now, player number 2 on the white team will attack after the white team's discussion. Before hitting a ball, the player must call out the ball number of the opposing team that he or she intends to attack. For example, before the white team's player number 2 attacks the red team's number 4 ball, he or she calls out, "I am going to hit red 4. This is to let the opposing team have the opportunity to intercept the attacking ball. As we see next, the white team's player number 2 launched the ball to hit the red 4 ball. The red 4 ball got hit. The referee ruled red 4 to be first locked. A yellow flag is inserted next to it. The sign of white 2 on the yellow flag indicates that this ball was first locked by white 2. When a contesting ball is hit, it will be first locked. A yellow flag will be inserted next to it. Now it's the red team's turn to attack. After discussion, they decided to let red 6 attack. In this case, we saw that red 6 hit white 2. White 2 is now first locked. A yellow flag has been inserted. Because white 2 had hit red 4 before white 2 was hit, now the first locked status of red 4 is removed. It becomes a contesting ball again. Now the white team attacks again. We saw that white 4 tried to attack red 1, but missed. Next, the red team will attack. Red 4 decided to attack the first locked white 2. If any flag within the playing field is in the way of the path of attack, the flag can be moved to another spot to let the attacking ball move forward. In this attack, red 4 hit white 2. Now, white 2 got hit twice. Its status becomes second locked. The yellow flag will be replaced by a red flag. The signs of red 6 and red 4 indicate that white 2 was hit at different times by red 6 and red 4. Now, the white team attacks. We saw that white 4's attack hit red 1. Red 1 is first locked, and a yellow flag has been inserted. Now it's the red team's turn. In this situation, red 6 hit the second locked white 2 again. After getting hit 3 times, white 2 is struck out. The white 2 player will then take his or her ball and leave the playing field. This player is no longer allowed to play this particular game again. Whenever a second locked ball is hit again, it will be ruled as struck out from the game. Next, the white team attacks. White 7 launched the attack and hit red 1. Red 1 is now second locked with a red flag. In this turn of the red team's attack, red 6 hit white 4. White 4 is first locked with a yellow flag inserted. Because white 4 had hit red 1 once, now that white 4 was hit, the second locked status of red 1 is relieved once. Its status is now first locked. When playing the game, the player can also choose to set the ball instead of aiming to hit a ball of the opponent. The purpose of setting the ball is further overall victory. The strategies of ball setting include making a surprise move, luring the opponent away from an advantageous position, creating a hidden opportunity, and others. For example, now it is the white team's turn to attack. White 6 set the ball once. The purpose is to get close enough to red 1 to have it second locked next time. Each team has 3 successive opportunities to set their balls. On the 4th time, the team must attack. Next, the red team attacks. As we see now, red 5 was launched and hit white 7. White 7 is now first locked and received a yellow flag. Because white 7 had also hit red 1 once, now that white 7 was hit, red 1's first locked status is removed. Its status is restored to a contesting ball. How to set up the capture zone. As the 2 teams launch attacks and put up defenses against each other, eventually one of the 2 teams will have only one contesting ball left. At that time, the capture zone must be set up. Without the capture zone, that remaining ball could go anywhere without limit and would never be hit. The capture zone is the rectangular area between the 2 teams' serving lines. Its range is 12 meters by 24 meters. How to reposition balls within the capture zone. After setting up the capture zone, the 2 teams must reposition the remaining contesting balls and locked balls inside the capture zone. The way to reposition is to pick up the balls from their original positions and then arrange them arbitrarily on a repositioning line that is 1 meter inside the team's serving line. The team that has more than one contesting ball left will reposition first. In this case, the red team first repositions the 3 remaining contesting balls, red 1, red 5, and red 7, and the first locked red 4. Then, the team with one contesting ball will reposition. Now the white team is repositioning the remaining contesting ball, white 5, and the 3 locked balls, white 3, white 6, and white 7. Contesting within the capture zone. After completing the repositioning, the 2 teams will resume the contest within the capture zone. The team with one contesting ball left will attack first. In this case, the white team attacks first. White 5 has decided to set the ball this time in order to get closer to the red team and be able to hit accurately. Next, it's the red team's turn to attack. They chose to let red 7 attack white 5. However, red 7 did not hit the target. Also, it went outside of the capture zone. A team will be penalized when a ball does not hit its target and goes outside of the capture zone. The team's repositioning line will be moved closer to the opposing side by 1 meter. Therefore, the red team's repositioning line is moved closer to the white team by 1 meter. Then, the launched red 7 ball is taken back and repositioned at the new repositioning line along with the other balls of the red team. Now it is the white team's turn. White 5 is going to attack red 5. The ball went forward but did not hit red 5. Also went outside the capture zone. At this time, the white team is also penalized. The white team's repositioning line is moved closer to the red team by 1 meter. Then, the launched white 5 ball is taken back and repositioned at the new repositioning line along with the other balls of the white team. When the two teams' repositioning lines are only 12 meters away from each other, if a ball goes outside the capture zone again, team's repositioning line will no longer be moved. Next, the red team is going to play. Red 1 set the ball this time in a forward position in preparation to attack the white balls at a close range. Now it is the white team's turn. White 5 also set the ball to lure the red team to attack. The red team responded by setting the red 7 ball. The red 7 player set the ball behind red 1. Its purpose is to protect red 1 from being attacked. At this time, white 5 is being pressured by the advancing red balls. After discussion, the team decided to attack red 1. After white 5 hits red 1, red 1 is first locked with a yellow flag. Because red 1 hit the first locked white 3 once before, the hit on red 1 this time has removed the first lock on white 3. It now becomes a contesting ball again. At this time, because the two teams both have 2 contesting balls, the capture zone no longer exists. It is the red team's turn now. In this play, red 7's attack hit white 5. White 5 is then first locked with a yellow flag. White 5 had hit red 4 and red 1 earlier. Every time white 5 is hit, only one red ball can be rescued. The one hit first is rescued first. Because red 4 was hit first, it is rescued now. Now the white team has only one contesting ball left. At this time, the capture zone must be set up again. All balls remaining in the playing field will be repositioned. After repositioning one more time, the white team, which has only one contesting ball left, will attack first. In this case, white 3 set the ball forward to lure the red team to attack. Next, the red team set the red 5 ball deeply into the white team's territory. This is to take advantage of the white team's lack of defense at the rear and to be prepared to assault the white team's locked balls. Seeing the overall unfavorable situation, white 3 went back to attack red 5 in a hurry. However, the white 3 ball did not hit its target and went outside the capture zone instead. Because white 3 missed the hit and went outside the capture zone, the white team must suffer a penalty. Its repositioning line is moved closer to the red team by 1 meter. Then, the launched white 3 ball is taken back and repositioned at the new repositioning line along with the other balls of the white team. Next, it's the red team's turn to attack. In this demonstration, the attacking red 5 hit white 3. White 3 is then first locked. Because the white team does not have any contesting ball left, the red team won this game. The referee announces the end of the game. In the following, we will introduce several situations that can occur during the game. These are the mishit and how to rescue a ball that was locked due to a mishit. We will also introduce and explain the concept of interception. Mishit. A ball hitting a ball of the same team is called a mishit. A mishit is always a serious error. Therefore, the ball that mishit another ball of its own team will be ruled as being eliminated from the game. The status of the ball hit by a mishit is determined based on its prior status. If it was a contesting ball before being hit, it will now become first locked. If it was already first locked, it will be second locked now. Similarly, an already second locked ball will be struck out by a mishit. In this case, red 7 tried to hit white 6, but missed. Instead, it mistakenly hit red 5. This caused a mishit. Due to this mishit, red 7 is ruled to be eliminated. Red 5, which was originally a contesting ball, is now first locked with a yellow flag. Please note here that because of the first lock status of red 5 was caused by a mishit, the situation cannot be used to rescue white 7, which was first locked due to being hit by red 5. White 7 can only be rescued if other contesting balls of the white team hit red 5. Rescue a ball that was locked up due to a mishit. Next, it's the white team's turn to attack. The attack by white 6 hit red 1, which is now first locked with a yellow flag. To rescue a ball of Team A that is locked due to a mishit, a teammate on Team A must hit any ball of the opposing team that has not locked any ball of Team A. That is because if there is any ball of the opposing team that has locked any ball of Team A, that locked ball must be rescued first. For instance, To rescue red 5, which is locked due to a mishit, the red team must hit any white ball that has not locked any red ball. In this case, the attacking red 2 hits white 5. White 5 is then first locked with a yellow flag. Because white 5 that was hit did not lock any red ball, red 5 that was mishit and first locked is now rescued. However, if white 6 had been hit, that opportunity could only have been used to rescue red 1, which was locked by white 6. That opportunity could not have been used to rescue red 5 that was mishit because one hit can only rescue one ball. Interception. We now introduce the tactic of interception. Interception is the highest and most difficult skill used in the Wiser Ball game. It also creates the most exciting kind of competition. Interception refers to a quick blocking when the opposing team is launching an attack. Interception can be used at any time during the game. The types of interception are interception in the air, head-on interception, and lateral interception. For example, when a red ball is about to attack a white ball, another white ball can be used to make an emergency interception. Now, red 5 is going to hit white 3. At this time, the captain of the white team quickly gives an instruction, white 7, intercept. Within 2 seconds after the captain issues the instruction, the white 7 player must hold the ball in his or her hand and be ready to intercept. However, if the ball was not taken into his or her hand within those 2 seconds, the referee will void the intended interception. At the same time that red 5 is launched, white 7 is also quickly launched to intercept that red ball. Now, white 7 has hit red 5. The interception is successful. It protected white 3. Also, red 5 was hit and is first locked. Next, several types of standard postures used in playing Wiser Ball and referees' hand gestures will be demonstrated. Now we will let athletes demonstrate several regular postures for playing the ball. First, the front foot should step behind the ball but should not be in contact with the ball. Then, you can hold the ball in the hand you regularly use to play the ball. Before you shoot the ball out, your back foot cannot step past the front foot. The basic ways of playing the ball are a rolling hit, a shooting hit, and a tossing hit. In addition, the body posture can be tall standing, bow standing, and squatting. With each body posture, you can hit the ball in any of the 3 ways. Feel free to choose any way that your body likes. Next, please see the actual demonstrations. First example, a tossing hit with the tall standing posture.
Now I am going to demonstrate tossing hit with the tall standing posture. I'll be attacking red 7.
Second example, a rolling hit with the bow standing posture.
Now I am going to demonstrate rolling hit with the bow standing posture. I'll be attacking red 7.
Third example, a shooting hit with the tall standing posture. Now I'm going to demonstrate shooting hit with the tall standing posture. I'll be attacking white 2. Fourth example, a shooting hit with the squatting posture.
Now I am going to demonstrate shooting hit with the squatting posture. I'll be attacking white 3.
Fifth example, a rolling hit with the squatting posture.
Now I am going to demonstrate rolling hit with the squatting posture. I'll be attacking white 3.
When actually playing, you can decide according to your own situation and choose the posture that you are used to or that is suitable for you to play. These postures are also to be used when serving or intercepting the ball. Next, we will demonstrate several types of referee's hand gestures during a Wiser game. Referee's hand gesture number 1, first lock. White 2, first lock, red 7. Referee's hand gesture number 2, second lock. White 2, second locked, red 7. Referee's hand gesture number 3, strikeout. White 2, struck out, red 7. The rules for playing Wiser are very simple and very easy to learn. You only need to watch this video tutorial a few times and actually begin to play Wiser. You will then be able to play Wiser. If you have any questions about this tutorial or about the rules for playing a Wiser game, please write to us with your inquiries anytime. We thank you all very much for your support of the Wiser sport. The contact information for World Wiser Sport Committee is as follows. World Wiser Sport Committee, 150 East Colorado Boulevard, Suite 202, Pasadena, California, 91105, USA. Telephone number 626-795-7485. Fax number 626-795-7488. Email address info@worldwisersport.org. Play Wiser and get wiser.